All right, so now we're here back in the garage. We're going to take a look at some of the features and functions of the display and kind of the electronics of this bike and what you have access to. When you first turn it on, you're going to see your main screen. It's going to have your trip one, your date, your odometer, your battery levels. You got time, you got external temperature, whether you're connected to Bluetooth or not. Obviously, you can see we barely have any fuel. We would see miles per hour, and you have your tachometer there. It's going to say street, road, on. That's what we're going to have as far as the mode that we're in, the traction control level that we're on, and whether traction control is off or on. So the ride, the ABS, and the MTC. So now let's go ahead and get in here real quick. We're going to go ahead and hit the set button, and that's going to take you to the menu. So from this menu, we're going to have at the top, let's get back up there, the KTM My Ride. When you go into KTM My Ride, you can do your audio, navigation, and you can pair your phone. Super easy there. Let's go back down to trips and data. We're going to have general information. I'm going to go in here. It's going to give you your odometer, your date, and your battery level. Next is going to be your trip number 1. It's going to be on the first trip. How far did you go, your consumption, your speed, your trip time, and your fuel range. Looks like we have enough gasoline to go 6 miles in here. We should have gone a little further. Trip number 2, it's going to give you the same information, but for your second trip. And then any warnings. So right now we have a low fuel warning level. The bike needs to be serviced. Transport lock is currently on, and the side stand is currently down. So we're getting the side stand warning as well. Let's go back out. Now we're going to go down to ride modes. So ride modes, you're going to have street, rain, off-road, and rally mode. Now rally mode is the one that I have not had a chance to ever use yet. It's a brand new feature for this year, and I am stoked to be able to see what that actually translates to on the road, or actually off-road. Going from ride mode, let's go down to motorcycle settings. Now this is going to give us traction control options. So let's get in there. You can do traction control on or off. Let's go back out. We now have ABS. ABS, you can choose off, you can choose road, or you can choose off-road. Okay, let's back out again. Let's go down to settings. Now in settings, you're going to have your favorites. So in your favorites, you can go ahead and choose each of these boxes that you want to show up on your main screen. So when you turn your bike on, which of these things do you want to be able to see? Now, a cool thing is, because it's going to be Bluetooth to your phone, you can see your phone battery, your phone signal, whether you have GPS or not, battery, odometer, date, trip to, that consumption, so how much fuel you've used, average speed, trip to, trip 1, and then here's the trip 1 consumption, speed, and of course trip 1 settings. Come back out, quick selector 1. So if you have a couple different things that you do, so for example on your commute in the morning, the quick selector 1 and 2 is a really cool feature. So here in the quick selector, you can go ahead and set up your specifications for quick selector 1 and quick selector 2. So if it were me, I would set one up for the commute, and I'd set one up for off-road. So if I were going to commute, I'd definitely turn navigation on, I'd definitely turn audio on, traction control, sure, I could keep that on, general information. And then if I was going to have a quick selector 2, I'd probably set this up for traction control off, ABS off, and I would set it to off-road mode is probably what I would do inside the computer here for my quick selector 2 setting. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bluetooth. Bluetooth, you can turn it on or off from here. Display theme, you can do automatic or you can do nighttime. So you can tell it to be brighter if you want it to, or dimmer if you want it to, or you can just let it choose to do what it wants to do. Shift light. So right now it's currently locked. Let's take a look. Shift light menu is not available below 600 miles. So you have to get to your 600 mile service, have this thing reset, and then you can kind of unlock that piece. Date and time, this allows you to select your date and time and change it. DRL, that might be daytime running lights. I don't know. Anyway, DRL, units. You can select what you want as far as distance, temperature, and fuel consumption, what units you want to display there. Language, you can choose between English US, English UK. Ooh, is that Netherlands? Italy, Italian, French, and Spanish, I would imagine. Pretty cool. Service. Get to come in here, and your next service here, 620 miles. and it shows you the version of software that you're running, and gives you a date on when it does need to be serviced as well. Extra functions, you're going to come into the KTM My Ride. I'm not set up on that right now, but that would allow you to get in there and unlock a couple extra things. And that's what we have, my friends, for a general breakdown or walkthrough of what exactly is available on this brand new 2019 KTM 790. Now again, the R model here is going to have that rally mode that the other is not going to have. The standard adventure does not have rally mode. And there you go. That's what you're going to have on a typical TFT display on a KTM 790. Now this is the Adventure R version. It's going to have the rally mode that the standard 790 Adventure isn't going to have, but that should give you a good indication of what you could expect to see on the screen of your KTM 790.